भजन न होई संग बिनु, भजन बिना नहीं प्रेम, छिनहु भजन न छाड़िए.
When the association of devotees who are immersed in devotion and colored with the love of Priya Lalju starts to color you, then you will start to develop an attachment for devotional practice. Understand Bhajan Kriya, the process for doing bhajan, the practice for practicing devotion. I had shared a technique with you some time back, if you remember. Touch the end part of your tongue to your upper teeth where they join the gums, like this, and close your mouth. And now chant the mantra, chant the holy name. You will start to remain silent and it will aid you in chanting constantly. But this will only happen with practice, it will not happen in a day. Try it. Touch your tongue to the upper teeth where they join the gums and fold your tongue inwards and touch it to this part and close your lips. And now chant the holy name, and with every breath that is going in and out with that sensation, chant the holy name like a bumblebee. Chant internally. The mantra is going on. Now, if you move your tongue upwards a little more on your upper jaw, then it is called Kechari Mudra. The juice that is created out of this is very pure and it purifies the consciousness very soon. But materialistic people will not be able to do this. They will get bored very fast. But if you keep up this process, then you will not feel like talking. If someone talks to you, it will feel like poison. My mantra chanting will stop if I talk to this person. This process was very beneficial for me in the initial stages to chant constantly. It helped me a lot in the past. It was very helpful. That is why I would even be asked, can you speak? Do you have a tongue? This is how my stay was in Vrindavan, in the ashram. I was staying there for 8 months. I did not even greet anybody with Radha Shyam. So one day they asked me, Mahatma, can you speak? Do you have a tongue? I said yes. They said, you haven't said Radhe Radhe to anybody here? I said there is no need. When I'm saying Radhe to Radhe Radhe, then there is no need to speak to anyone else. They said, oh, is that so? Because people can only understand the situation they are in themselves. Because people can only understand the situation they are in themselves. But if you practice this, it will really aid you in chanting constantly. Firstly, it will help you to remain silent, and secondly, to become desire-free. And the extra fluid created in your tongue will help you in this process. And if you take your tongue even higher in the Kechari Mudra, the juice that is created is like nectar and creates divine qualities. You are able to control your hunger and thirst. This is a Yogic Kriya. Do this. If you chant like this, you are peaceful and your eyes may be open or closed. And you're chanting the mantra. Can you do this? Did you try it? Did you try chanting the mantra? Try it in seclusion.
Bhajan Kriya jane tab shabd arth pahchane.
Do not consider the holy name and the mantra that you have received to be ordinary. Its meaning will be manifested, and that meaning is your worshipable Lord. The more you chant the mantra, the more your heart will soften. And during that process, you have to be careful of one thing. The biggest care you have to take is not to develop affection for anybody, otherwise you will not be able to remove it. In this softening process, if you develop affection, it will create a stamp on your heart because the heart softens when chanting the mantra, and at that time, you should not develop affinity for anybody. If you develop affinity, then it will be so strong that you will have to do a lot of bhajan to remove that attachment.
किसी से अपनापन हुआ तो इतने जोर का होगा कि उसे मिटाने के लिए फिर और डट के भजन करना पड़ेगा.
When your heart softens and that sort of insanity overtakes your mind, then you should externally should be withdrawn from everybody. When you don't have attachment to anyone else, then your thoughts are engrossed in God, and all your impurities and vices are destroyed.